today we are going to talk about power washers. I'm going to go over some of my basic power washers and kind of demystify a little bit of the PSI controversy that goes on over these little electric power washers. The little Westinghouse that I have here and the little futon, that one's the same way. Even this one, which is going to mount on the wall, and this is going to be the graphite tools. None of these electric power washers are going to give you the true PSI that they say on the box. What that is when you go and load up your power washer, you plug it in, the pump primes. Before you pull the trigger, that is the PSI that builds up in the gun. But I am telling you, it's going to drop rapidly to more of a working pressure. So depending on what you're trying to do, that's going to determine the type of power washer you need. I have my gas power washer. This is a true 4,000 PSI DeWalt power washer. Now that will clean fences. It will clean whole concrete slabs. It will work on decks, houses, pretty much everything. But you do have to be careful with this unit because it can cause a lot of damage. This one is a little stronger. It's a little bit bigger motor made to mount inside of a garage and stay permanent. It has a big reel. Now this works really well, but it's still going to be more for light duty, more for maybe cleaning your concrete slab a little bit, getting the dirt, gunk off. It's going to be great for doing cars, and it's pretty good for siding on the house as well because it's not so strong that it's going to rip up the house or it's going to tear paint off. Same thing with these. These are great for light duty type applications. So if you're wanting to, lightly clean a fence, lightly clean a house, if you're wanting to wash your car, this is going to give you the type of system that you get at a car wash. So they're very adequate for that. So the unit we're going to look at, like I said in the beginning, is going to be the ETOOLAB power washer, 2,000 watts max. It's a 34 to 104 degree cold water pressure washer, meaning you're not going to add hot water on this, and you don't want to go over that 104 degrees. That means you could have a hot water tap as long as you're under that 104. So if you have an on-demand hot water heater and you can crank it less than the 104, maybe put it at 100, you could have a little bit more warmer water and it would work in this. It has a 25-foot power cord. It has a 23-foot high pressure hose. One of the other things I want to point out is this has the four wheels, a lot like the Westinghouse that I have down at the end, which means that it doesn't tip over very easy and it's easy to roll around and move around. That's one of the reasons I really like this one. It has a copper wound motor. And by the way, the motor on this is a turbo motor system, so it gets a lot of extra wattage and usage because of that turbo effect. It also has a total stop system, meaning that the second you let off the trigger, it stops the pump instantly. Now that comes in handy if you accidentally get sprayed or you're spraying in an area where somebody might walk in front of you, things like that. On the big DeWalt, if you get hit with that stream, it will literally rip your skin open like a knife. You never want to play with these and put your hands in front of them. It's going to weigh 20 pounds, has a 12-month warranty. Those are the basics. Let's see if there's anything back here that I want to bring out. There's your turbo motor that they were talking about right here. Cleaning cars, cleaning decks. You can even strip furniture with this, by the way. I wouldn't do that with the big DeWalt, but I would probably do it with one of these. And that's another good use for the smaller electric powered unit. So let's go ahead and cut it open and let's see what it looks like. So we have it right there. Making sure I'm not stepping on things. There's your power cord. Looks like most of it is going to be put together for you already. Let's get this out first. Set that over there. See if we can pull this out. And we have a wand. And there are all of our tips and water connections. There's our hose, and this is part of the wand. All right, guys, let's take a close look at the wand. The wand is going to connect just like this. Turn it just like a hose. Tighten it. That's pretty much ready to go. You do have a little lever on here where you can lock this thing open like this. So a safety mechanism so you don't accidentally pull it, squirt someone in the face while you're moving it. Now, how do you get the actual end on? You'll notice there are some wings right here. Those wings have to go in, they line up, and it will turn and lock into place. It has a holder to hold all of your tips, and your tips are going to be put on with a quick connect right here. So we're going to take and slide it just like this. Green is my go-to tip. It's great for fences, great for decks, it's great for all around cleaning. If I need something that needs to be pinpointed or that is extremely difficult, I'll use the red. I'll move up another one for just cleaning concrete in general, to my orange, of course my green, and then white I usually use for cars. So how you get this out is reach your hand underneath the little hand carrying device and just push forward. So once you get this off, we're going to install it. Now this has the same little wings, so I'm assuming we are going to push this in, take this off, and this should go in. Yeah, just like that. So that is your soap cannon. And this goes right here, just like so. Just like that. So that is ready to rock and roll. This has a quick connect on the actual unit. Do have an instruction manual. So this is simply going to go at the end. This is where your hose is going to go. If you look at the side here, you have a little clip, and you have a clip on this. This just goes right into, just like that, snaps in. This other one you've got here is going to be for your cord. It's going to go on the side with the cord, same way. It's going to slide down just like that. So now the only thing left really is to figure out where we are going to put the end of our hose, the actual wand. Now we know this is going to be the hose, the inlet water. The outlet is usually always on the opposite side, and it has a locking mechanism here. So we're going to push that forward, slide that in, and then push that little locking mechanism back. There we go. We are locked in and ready to rock and roll. All right, guys, so that's the unit in a nutshell. Really quick, really easy. Did not have to use the instructions. Super fast to put together. So what we're going to do now is we're going to run an extension cord out front. We're going to run the garden hose, hook it up, and we're going to try it by washing a couple of cars, and we'll probably even clean concrete a little, and we'll see how well it actually works. One thing, guys, I forgot to actually put on at the table were the wheels. One of the main things that I really wanted on this power washer, but it does move around extremely well. Has a 360. It holds itself up really great. So I just want to make sure that you guys see that it does have wheels. So I'm going to try it on the work truck real quick. We're going to see what it actually does. Now, I would generally use the green tip, wet everything down good, and then we're going to add soap. So let's start it and see. Got shut off one time. A lot of these you'll find they tend to shut off. This one seems to be doing great. Now I have the 25-foot hose, goes all the way around without any problem. We're going to go ahead now, take this loose with, set it up here, and let's go ahead and put on our soap. This is a soap wax mix. That is not what we wanted to do. So let's see if we can get this loose. There we go. I'm going to come from this side and now turn. There you go. That puts it where we want. Now, you should be able to turn this and adjust the spray. If this is a good one, it is going to spray a ton of soap wax. So let's see what it does. I'd say that's pretty good. And this should be pretty fast with the soap. You're just going to go and kind of wipe her down. So you're going to pull this off and I'll put it back in the holder, just like that. take our wand, put it in, turn. We're going to leave the green tip. Now you can switch to the white. That's for cars a lot of times, but I like the green. So let's see what it does. I can see the dirt coming off. I can see it cleaner right in here. Now granted, when I clean concrete, I usually put a cleaner first, let it soak in and come back and clean, but this is doing a pretty good job. All right, so that's pretty good with green. Let's go ahead and try it with our red tip. So we're going to take this one off, put it back here, pull the red one out, put it on, and let's try it. Red tip is installed, so we're going to go ahead and try it in an area that has not been baked yet. Now this should fire a much finer point. There we go. Does really good for getting off bad deep stains. We can write her name. Yeah. Actually write stuff without. Okay guys, final rating. This is what I found. It is perfect if you're going to do things like washing the cars, light cleaning, a little bit of concrete work, maybe washing the siding of the house. Now, one thing I did find that was a problem is when I first started, the pump didn't want to prime. It would stop for a second. I'd have to let it catch up. The funny thing, once it got going, that went away. I did not have that problem any longer. May have just been air in the line. One point, taking the tips on and off, the actual front can fall off on you if you accidentally twist it. Now, if you're playing with these, be very careful, guys, that you don't have your hands on the trigger. But overall, I think it's a great unit, especially for the cost and what it's designed to do. Just remember, you're going to buy a unit based on what you're trying to actually do. If you want to be a professional cleaner and you're going to be cleaning huge driveways, this is not the machine. But if you want to maintain your own home, you want to wash your own cars, and you just want to be able to do a little cleaning around the house, this is a perfect unit. For a home cleaning machine, perfect. Professional machine, not so perfect. You don't want this for a pro machine. All right, guys, I hope you got something out of today's video. If you did, be sure and hit that subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber, be sure you ring that little bell notification. Matter of fact, you need to hit it twice so you know about all my upcoming videos as I release them. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I appreciate all the comments. We will see you on the next one.